Alright, so we've gone over quite a few things, but I think the next thing we should go over is, let's go over some resources. Resources become very important very quickly. So as you can see, we have one here. It is just food. All resources are important, so let's go over this. As you can see, there's a lot of blank area here, but we have 4 resources. So first one here, we'll throw up a steel. We have what's required, let's build it. Next one, oil, build it. And over here, let's do energy, build it. So in this area, these are the 4 resources that you can have. Alright, over here, we have one, is a cash mine. They call it a mint. So let's look at what each one of them does. So this is the output per hour. Total output. We can hold 16,000 items of cash before it stops producing. Cash mints also help with production speed, and total production speed is based on how many of them we have. Click on more, and this is going to let you know as we get larger levels on these mints, the capacity, how much their output is, how much we're going to help with production speed, and then the power, overall construction power that they're going to give us of our base. Now when we get to the upper levels at 21, we gain a 0.5% total attack per mint that is on 21. If we get into 25, it is 1% total attack boost per mint. What else? You can also demolish things if you need to. Sometimes you got to move things around. So let's look at energy. Energy is a little better. 42 an hour, total base capacity. As you can see, things increase here. There are no extra benefits though. For energy, for food. Now this is another one, food upkeep. Very important. Negative 40 an hour. Our output right now is at 53. So as you can see, our food is not red. This, I will show you what that means soon. Steel. Output, no upkeep. Not quite as good as energy, but it's better than cash. Also, no extra benefits. Last one here is oil. Just like energy. No extra benefits. So very important to know. But now we need to make all of our bases, or sorry, all of our resource tiles here. But this is maybe a little OCD on my part. I like my cache to be all the way over here, or sorry, my farm. Build that. And then there's many different ways you can utilize all this space. You could evenly disperse oil, energy, and steel. Now some people believe in hypering. So basically what you do with that is you produce one single resource, and as you grow you continue to boost that single resource so that you produce a lot of energy or oil or steel. As you play the game, you start to realize also that certain resources are easier to attain than others. So typically, if I'm going to hyper anything, it would be energy most likely, or oil, in that order. Steel and food are usually a little easier to come by. So, for the sake of this, you can just then start building all different kinds. I'm not going to sit here and do do all of them, but you'll get the gist. If you want to do an even, that's another thing too. You can start with even and then eventually move to hyper. And then let's throw some steel in here. Now, if you notice, I am not going to do anything with this. We're going to have one food farm only. Let's go over here and let's throw up a couple mints. So what happened there? So mint, build it, mint, build it, mint, build it, and so forth and so on. Usually in the very beginning, you'll put mints all the way along. And let's collect this. Collect this. Maybe my mouse is a little sensitive here. Alright. So, that is basically the resources that you need. Later on, this area right here becomes a nuclear lab. Much later on. That will allow you to collect and produce and store, nuclear materials that are needed for further upgrades and different types of troops. So we can get into that much later. So HQ5, we can continue to upgrade that, but we already have a few buildings that need either upgrading or producing. So right now, let's look at the military school and let's unlock it. One more building with some more menus that we can go over later. And a lab. Let's go over the lab. That's a very important area. Let us upgrade it again, just because. And then let's look at the info. Research speed increases. Plus 2% right now where we stand. And as you can see, as you level it up, the speed increases and the power given to us for our construction base power all the way up to over 2 million. We get to level 30 or 25, I'm sorry. So let's go into the lab. As you can see, there are several different things here. We have basic research of economy items. All of them have different assists that they give. Combat, all different things from different troop types, which we can go over later, to even defense items. Very important. There's strategic research of production, and as you can see, things start to get locked at such a low level. Subsidiary, efficiency, there's advanced, attack, commander, and leader, they call it. But that stuff only unlocks once we get to lab level 21. Let's go back to basic, economy, and combat. So first things first, we're just going to do this one because, and we're going to research. These are requirements to research it. Alright. You'll find that research is very cache heavy. So we can instant unlock for 70, or we can research it for the next 2 minutes and 27 seconds. And at this point, we could choose to speed it up if we wanted to and use some of our speeds, or just let it ride for the next 2 minutes. As you can see, if we click on that symbol, that'll bring us into the research area. And if we click on this, so as the arrow, we can upgrade it again, even though it's researching. One more time. Now it's asking for help. This is where things start to get a little complicated. If we click on the help, it wants us to join a guild because the help that you get is from a guild. So we'll leave that for now. This right here is our armory. This is where we're going to produce troops. But let's click on the info. Capacity right now is 20 because we're only at level 1 and we're doing cricket 1-star SUVs. This is the capacity. As you can see, it grows, and we also get different benefits as it grows. Armory 5, a 1/4% of total defense, 10, half, 3/4 of 15, and a full percent at 20. 21 we get 2.5, and at 25 we get 3.5 per armory. So let's click in the armory and produce. So we have 40 of the level 1 Cricket SUVs. We could do the Koala 1-star tank, the Hawk 1-star helicopter, or the Rattler 1-star artillery. Each one of these troops has a different item. Yes, I am for real. And then there are different levels: 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and the newest S5, 5-star. These ones are the ones that require nuclear material to create. Let's go back to our 1-star, and we are going to produce our max number of 20 at a time. And we're going to produce these. Here it says Q, and you can see it's only 20. So let's kick it off. We could then have the ability to speed them up if we wanted to. This is called a speed preview. We'll click on it. It tells us how many speeds we're going to use, and just for example's sake, we're going to use them. This is what we're going to have left after we use them. Alright, and we're going to do that building for free there. So we have a lot of things that we can do. Let's see what is our requirement to make our next HQ. So it wants storehouse number 5 and defense center level 5. So what you're going to start seeing at this point is the defense center level 5 is going to be standard. So that means this building will always be the next level for the HQ. To get that to the next level, your black market needs to be at the same. So since we want 5, this will have to be level 5, this will have to be level 5. But you'll also find that this building is tied to one of the steel mills. So this will also have to be level 5. Then there will be something else that you have to do. So we will have to upgrade this to level 5, then work our way through those other buildings. This one and this one, as well as this one, before we can upgrade this. So I'm going to do really quickly this upgrade because there's one other thing that I want to show you once you get to HQ 6. Alright, just kind of, since they're all free, we'll just go right through them, except for this one, and we're going to speed it up to the point where it is free at 11 minutes and 16 seconds. Then we're going to start with this building, which I will go through it in a minute here after I get it up to the correct level. Oop, that one wants oil rig. I forgot about that. So I'll have to do the oil rig as well. Sorry I'm going so quick, but I do want to show you this. And this will become repetitive for you throughout your upgrading. Oop, can't do that, can I? Need to do this. Alright, level 5. HQ. Here we come. Alright, so let's go to the storehouse real quick. Info. So this storehouse does protect your resources. We're only at level 4, so it will only protect 380,000. But that does not include cash. Cash is only protected at level 21. But only 2 million of your resources and cash. And then as you get 25, 3 million. So if you are attacked and you're at level 21 and you have 2,200,000, that 200,000 is capable of being taken from you in the attack. This right here, level 14, you unlock the resource pack. What's nice about that is if we go into the storehouse, it'll tell you the bar will fill up, and then this bar will fill up, and it'll tell you that this is unsafe, you can pack that away as a resource thing that you can collect later and use. So let us get this done. So this is an important building. Upgrade this. Free. And then, oops, don't know what happened there. Apologize. The mouse is kind of sensitive some days. Let's upgrade this last building. Done. Alright. Finally the HQ. So, when you reach this point, why do I keep doing that? You're up. You have newbie ports, they call them, that allow you to jump from a different zone. They only last so long, but after you go from HQ 5 to HQ 6, this right here, that's it. They're gone. So we're going to proceed. And there we are, HQ 6. Newbie ports are gone. One of the last few items to be unlocked, which we'll go over on the next one, is the events. Unfortunately, you want me to click on it. I will go over these one at a time because there are several things to go through. This one here and this one here. Okay, so we'll come back to those, and as you can see, our power is starting to increase.